Hi, this is Z. It's Mind Impossible. There's a lot of things we do in life, a lot of obstacles we face, a lot of challenges we have. But there's one challenge I see most people failing. Most people fail to connect with their inner self and realize how to deal with that challenge. That challenge is failure. How do we tackle failure? How do we come about and manage failure and turn it around and see it as a success? That's the goal. So today we'll talk about what failure is. How do we deal with failure? What's the best way to move past failure? So first of all, failure is something you aim to achieve and you're unable, or you think you were unable to achieve it. I wanted to do something, I wanted to pass an exam, I wanted to get a job, I wanted to have a skill, anything. But you feel like you didn't achieve it. You feel like you've failed. And most people struggle with that. And the best thing about failure is that you can get to do it again. You can try to do it again. You failed at something. You get another chance to do it again. Unless it's a catastrophic failure. Now, and we'll talk about that. So how do you deal with failure? You have to change your mindset. You have to look at failure in a total different way. Everyone fails. We all stumble and we all fall. We all make mistakes. And if there is something we all do, we all make mistakes, then we have to just move past it quickly. We have to recognize that everyone fails. And I think most people forget that. Most people don't understand that and realize that we all fail. The most successful people in the world that we see, we don't see behind the scene work. We don't see how many times they fail. We only see the succession. We only see the successful part because that's what the world wants to show you. Nobody wants to show you their failures. I think it's a sad aspect of life and people, humans, that we don't share. We don't share the failures. We don't share our stumblings. We only share when we're really famous. Then we go about and write books about it and have quotes that, keep working hard and you will succeed. But we don't see that. We don't hear that in our common life from our colleagues, friends, and family. And that's another topic for another day. But that needs a lot of courage. So back to failure. It happens to everyone. So if we recognize failure happens, we can quickly turn around and say, you know what? I want to use this failure as a learning lesson. And when we use the failure as a learning lesson, we can improve upon what we did wrong, or what we think we did wrong. We can improve upon it and do it better next time. And that's how you should deal with the failure. You take it on the chin, you own up to it, and you say, you know what? I'm going to do it better. I'm going to use this failure for my next successful step. And you can fail 1 time, 2 times, 10 times. It doesn't matter till the time you have a will and desire to accomplish what you want to do. You take the failure on and you move past it. Many of you might think that's easier said than done. But break it down. You fail and you think you haven't accomplished something. You tell yourself, you know what? I'm not the first one. There's many who've come before me and failed the same way. Do some research. Look up other people who've tried to achieve the same thing and you'll be amazed. There are people online that would write about their failures. In person it's hard, but online it seems to be easier. So next time, if you think you have failed, tell yourself, you're not alone. Many have come before you and seen the same thing. Take it on the chin. Just absorb it, and think about what you failed and come up with a plan and say, you know what? This is what I got it wrong, and I'm going to try to make myself better the next time. I was looking for examples, and one of the examples that I saw was Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times en route to invent a light bulb, and then he succeeded. Thomas Edison said he didn't fail 10,000 times. Those were the 10,000 times he realized a light bulb couldn't be invented. So you see his positive spin? But if you think about it, that's not a positive spin. That is the only spin there is. You tried something, you couldn't accomplish it. There are many factors: world, people, life. There are a lot of events that drive what you do in life. And we will have a video about that as well sometime later. But there are a lot of factors that drive that. You alone, your only decision making doesn't set the path of your life. Unfortunate, but that's life is. So what you can control is you try again. You say, I've learned. I fell on my face. I'm going to get up again, and I'm going to try this thing again. And it's a very simple thing. It can make you a positive person. It can lighten up your mood. You can bounce back quickly from a lot of failures in life. And you can have a positive outlook in life. And you say, you know what, I'm going to try it again. I get to do a lot of shots. And the last thing before we end this video is, I talked about catastrophic failure. We want to take and manage smaller failures in life. Some failures are catastrophic failures, which you cannot come back from. Sometimes they deal with financial decision, or sometimes they deal with life in general. You want to manage smaller failures. You learn from it, so you never get too far out where there's point of no return. And that's another thing. We need to digest the failures, accommodate those failures in our life, welcome them. Say, you know what, I failed, so what? I've actually learned something I didn't know. And we've all done it. Think about it in your life. We've all done it. Anything you wanted to do, you might have failed a few times, but after that, you were a pro at doing it. Take the same approach in life. And for that, that'll be all. Stay sharp, stay positive. It's Mind Impossible.